Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Country Conversations with DVD. How you doing? In honor of Mother Winnie. Now, I'm going to start this thing off with Simone Biles and her husband, and it's going to be quick, brief, and to the point. Mr. Young, Mr. There I go again. Mr. Owens has still been receiving backlash from Simone's fans. Now, also, the Pivot interviewer has come forward and said that, we're putting too much into this. Well, dude, you participated in it because you interviewed a young man who wanted to quickly prove that he was not in his wife's shadow. So now what has come forward is a so-called bitter women who are on her side, the pick-me women who are on his side, more of them than us bitter women, and the men who congratulates the pick-me women for being on his side, but drags the bitter women for being on her side. Now, in this society, I have not seen, in this whole mess, I have not seen one man say that he needs to learn to be comfortable being in the background. There is absolutely nothing he can do in his career that will make him the athlete that she is in her game. It is what it is. We can't change it. He should have known that when he got with her. See, what he thought is that his light-skinned eyes and his light-skinned skin was going to put him over the top as her husband because, he's the prize, remember, quote unquote, light skin, light eye. And in this society where we are indeed still colorist through slavery, he's not going to be comfortable in the background of this dark skinned woman. Remember, he's the prize. She's an unconventional beauty. And what we mean in this society, calling a woman an unconventional beauty, beautiful for a dark skinned woman. I don't think that way. I'm just explaining to you the way we are set up. And so, did you all catch him say she's not what he normally dates? He doesn't mean successful. He means he probably normally dates lighter skinned women, eyes to match his, and a little exotic. I'm not sure if he loves Simone or not. I don't see love coming from him. I don't see admiration coming from him like these women out here are saying. I see a lot of love coming from her. I see a lot of admiration coming from her. I don't know what's going on in the background. I'm talking about in the foreground. So let me say what I responded to. This one young lady said that he made the comments. He put her in the crossfire. Knowing how things will go viral, he left her unprotected. I agreed with that. Then you had this man who I responded to. Well, first of all, the comment was the woman said, that man is full of himself. Bingo. Then she said, red flags. It is embarrassing. And I said, yes, he has the light-skinned man complex. He's thinking that he's better than she is because she's dark. Okay? So, this is what else I said to a man who said, nobody is hating on them but the bitter women. And I said to him, well, sir, I am single, about to be 50 years old. Pretty happy. Don't have to worry about a cheater. Don't have to worry about a weak dick nigga being jealous of me and my career. Don't have to stress about him or myself completing a job that his mammy and pappy should have completed. I said what I said. And that's what I'm seeing out of him. These two people are very young, and in my opinion, too young to be married in the first place. But we'll see where it goes. Good luck to them. Good luck to this young couple. Nobody is hating on them. What we are hating on is his comments. I don't understand why other people can't see that. It was a lot of jealousy dripping in what he said. I'm the prize. I'm the man. I am light skinned. All of that was said without being said. Moving right along to the next thing in this piping hot tea segment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The next thing we're going to talk about is Gilbert Arenas. Never liked him. I believe I was introduced to him by being the boyfriend of either Laura, I want to say Laura Govan, on the Basketball Wives LA when the franchise first started. I didn't like him then, don't like him now. He has always been problematic in the press, and he gave me the impression that he was an abuser. Okay. Yeah, that's the impression that he gave me. But he has come to the forefront and said that he knows that Halle Berry was being banged out on the casting couch to get jobs. He said he ran into her at Harvey Weinstein's office one day, and she was, being propositioned by Harvey. This don't surprise me, okay? No big fan of Halle Berry, not a hater. She's a beautiful woman. I'm not taking that away from her, but she has two things that we just talked about going for her. She is light skinned. She is biracial, considered exotical, and that makes her more beautiful in the public's eyes than a dark skinned woman that is exponentially more talented. Let's say a Viola Davis. Viola is a champion in Black society, her and Angela Bassett, because we know they are what I just talked about with your unconventional beauties. Now, Halle Berry is what we call the conventional beauty because she is what's accepted, okay? It is what it is. I love Halle Berry in her way that she has accepted that America only sees her as a Black woman, though. But she's definitely biracial. Mother's white. It is what it is. I've always called her biracial. She calls herself Black. Okay, we're gonna roll with that. But we're not gonna act like that she is this extremely talented actress. Not in my opinion. Even though she won the Oscar, I've never been impressed with her acting. That is what it is on that. Now, in Monster Ball, she did well. And in Losing Isaiah, she also did well to me. But in those roles, when she acts as if she's a Black woman, because there are roles that she has acted as a white woman in, and that and you can do that when you're biracial, okay? It was the rich man's wife. She acted well in those, but when she takes on the persona of a Black woman, it's always the same accent, in my opinion. So it's been long stated in Black Hollywood that because of her beauty and her, being light skinned and closer to white, that it was those things that put her at the top of the food chain. And in Black Hollywood, like I said, it's a long-standing rumor, allegedly, that she slept with a lot of Black directors and Black actors to elevate her career. I don't know this to be true, but we do know that she did indeed have an affair with Spike Lee, alleged. But Spike Lee, when they broke up, he kind of has said these things in different interviews that I've seen him in, that she wasn't just really what he wanted as an actress. I mean, he kind of sort of had an affinity towards her, like he started liking her. And he believes that that was the way that she got a lot of jobs. And he pretty much said that, she been with me, she's been with um, Wesley, and various other actors and directors in Black Hollywood. Let me go back to Simone Biles on that. And men say that we're bitter. What was the purpose of him telling these stories about Halle other than her, not lacking the talent, but, also them being bitter? Because once she's done, which it looked like she's done with, and it's also a long-standing rumor, is that she can't keep a man. Maybe she don't want to be kept. This is what men have to understand. I run into guys all the time. I don't think telling my sister, I don't think she is a good man. Nope. 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 Good man, I don't need. A good man I may want, but it's not something I need. I need food, shelter, and clothing. Period. Besides all that, vibrators work better than men anyway, in my opinion. I said what I said. But going back to Halle Berry, this does not surprise me. I don't like Gilbert Arenas, but I also don't think he's lying. It is what it is on that. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, let's see what's next on the Piping Hot Tea segment. Oh, okay. Eminem. Dr. Umar got into an interview and he stated that, of course, Eminem is not the greatest rapper alive. Maybe the greatest white rapper alive. Let's put a distinction on that, because my greatest rapper living is Ice Cube. Now, I know that there are other black rappers that somebody else may see as the greatest rapper alive. Ice Cube is my guy. Never would have thought that there would be a white guy who came into the industry much like Elvis. He does put that in his raps, but it is what it is. I mean, you cannot say that this man, just like Elvis was not the greatest entertainer that ever lived. There have been thousands of blacks that's better. We're going to keep it real. Same thing with Eminem. But when he was like F the Grammys and all that type of stuff, and he was still winning, come on now. Come on now. They were giving it to him because of his proximity. That is what it is. Good rapper, greatest alive? Hell no. Stop it. Foolishness. And by the way, he is in my top 5, but he's not the number 1 in my top 5. The number 1 in my top 5 is Ice Cube, then Pop, then Biggie, then LL, and number 5 on my top 5 is Eminem. But Ice Cube is my guy. Okay? He's my guy. Because he could write, do the rhyme, talk his shit, pop his collar. Ice Cube is my man. Final answer on that. Now, let's get into some Tasha K news. It is being reported that Tasha K is yet again being sued by a bigger star than she is. Now, let me just say this about Tasha. Tasha does a lot of things for shock value. And when she does those things for shock value, she gets attention from it. But is this the type of attention that you want? That's the question. Because these people with these long, long, long pockets are suing you. Yes, and they are suing you. And who are you to listen to me? Small YouTuber just getting started. But I see a lot of things, and I see a lot of things that's happening to us because of you. Now, a lot of people are saying that, bloggers don't have degrees and we didn't go to school for journalism. A lot of us did. Tasha is not one of them. And Tasha has made her way on the luck of the draw by being loud, obnoxious, and shocking. That is what it is. That's how she grabbed my attention. Hey, why no? Come on in. Listen to Tasha. I got an exclusive. Right? Okay. So some people gravitate towards that. Matter of fact, millions of people have gravitated towards that. However, you have to be careful in the things that you say when these stars say that they want to put out cease and desist on you. You've already been sued one time. And initially I was like, yeah, well, this big, huge star is going after this YouTuber. And even though, Tasha K is big in the YouTube world, she's not a Cardi B. Same thing with Kevin Hart. Now, girl, she did an interview with Kevin's secretary, right? His personal assistant. Oh, people don't use secretary anymore. Okay, feminists. Slow your roll. Don't come over here. I'm just saying. Okay? His personal assistant. And here's what the lawsuit says. Kevin Hart, and this is being reported by people. Kevin Hart sues YouTuber Tasha K. Yeah, I'm just doing it. I'm going to say Tasha K. Because I like the way our mom, we can say that. But anyway, I don't watch him anymore either. Because his commentary was too focused on Tasha K. So they got on my nerves. But that's neither here nor there. Side note. He's suing his former assistant and Tasha K for extortion over a false and defamatory interview. Now let's dissect the interview a little bit. I only saw clips. I'm not paying to go see it. Keep it 100 on that. We're here to discuss the lawsuit. What they're saying is that the person who she interviewed, his personal assistant, made false claims against him. Are we gonna act like that this has gone a little bit too far? Kevin. In my opinion, I don't think she's lying on you, okay? Let's just keep that 100. I believe you're a serial cheater and a serial gambler. That's my opinion. You are going to sue everybody for giving their opinion. That's just like people coming out suing you for making your quote unquote gay jokes. You didn't like it. You wanted to keep your freedom of speech. So do we. We would love to be able to freely express our opinions on YouTube. You have plenty of money. What is your deal with coming after us? And when I say us, I mean us, not me really, because you don't know me from a can of paper. But when I say us, I'm including the YouTube family. What is that going to gain you? Did she approach the personal assistant or did the personal assistant approach her? You have to look at things like that. You have to look at things that you like that when you're in entertainment. When you're in entertainment, people are going to talk about you. People are going to have opinions about you. Are you too above yourself where you can see that people are going to have their opinions about you. I don't like you as a comedian. You ain't a bit more fun than Cat Jumped Over the Moon, in my opinion. However, I did like you in The Real Husband of Hollywood. That show should have never been canceled because that's what made you funny to me, nothing else. But you cheated on your wife with a Nekio, a Keko, Ikiko, whatever her name is, her, an exotic. And then you cheated on your wife with another exotic, allegedly. But at the same time, you are indeed a cheater. We saw the tapes. So now you're being accused of cheating again, and you decide that you want to sue Tasha. Tasha K. But here's what Tasha went wrong. Do your interview. But if what he's saying is true, that you did this for this and that for that, if you said, or you called up his people like he's accusing you of doing, and they proved this in a court of law, that you called up his people and said, hey, you either give me $250,000, I'm running this store. That's not journalism, sweetheart. That's not giving your opinion. That is what it is on the law books. That is some type of extortion. Because isn't that what we call it? Blackmail? This for this and that for that, quid pro quo. I always say that wrong. But that's what it is. It's a quid pro quo type of issue. You can't get around it. If he proves that you did this, sis, it looks like you're going to be coming out of your pockets on another lawsuit. And if you can't pay Cardi B, you can't pay Kevin Hart. It's no amount of followers and fans that you can have to keep you already done been in this other lawsuit from covering your butt. You don't like to say allegedly. You don't like to take things down. You don't like to get your cease and desist. And even with my channel being as small as it is, with only 110 followers, yay for me, I'm 110, and my most views being 1,000, I can still say to you as a person who has taken journalism classes, who has taken mass comm classes, who has taken public relations classes, you start a public relations firestorm and nobody has your back. I have not seen one representative come out in your defense. And I'm not talking about your followers, your fans, or other YouTubers. I am talking about somebody who you are paying to clean up your mess. And that's the difference between you and Wendy, Mother Wendy. How you doing? That's the difference between you all. Wendy, to my knowledge, was never sued. Wendy, to my knowledge, had the ability to have somebody in her corner doing spin control. That's what things went off the rails with her, was she no longer had a team of people doing spin control for her. Her husband pretty much headed that team, in control of that team. Your husband seems to be more laid back than you and more off the grid than you. How come he has not put somebody in place to rein your mouth in, girl? Now, I love a woman that can talk, and I love a woman that can express her opinion, and I'm not taking that away from you. But with the lesson you should have learned with Cardi, you know you have to be mindful of what you say about these sensitive, weak nickels. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about somebody like Kevin Hart. You can look at him and tell. He has a little Napoleon complex, a shot ass. And I would be on your side, sis, but for the fact that they are accusing you of asking for this quid pro quo type of situation. If it wasn't for that, I'd be like, girl, you have your right to interview these people. Girl, you have that person had their right to say anything. And but for the fact that this girl admitted that she had an NDA. That's going to end this for me. I am team no one here. Because if you are extorting him, then the truth will come out. And if he is cheating, which I suspect that he is, the truth will come out. So it's a draw for me on this one. Team no one. Let's just see how it plays out. Let's see who comes out on top. Tasha K. I don't think it's gonna be you, sis. And being that he's a little turd, a little arrogant, a little jackass, a little a-hole, and all the things above, people see you in the same way. Not your followers. Talking about people on the outside who's gonna side with the bigger star. You, like I said, you should learn your lesson with that with Cardi B. I'm gonna end it there. That is going to be my Piping Hot Tea segment for today. Country Conversations with DVD. Come on in, commercial free entertainment over here. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Don't forget to engage. Don't just watch the video. Talk to me. I'll talk back.